A popular book called The Sons of Abraham has not only been translated to Azerbaijani, but the authors were celebrated at a private Washington, D.C. reception. We're so happy now to be joined from New York by co-author and Rabbi Marc Schneier. Hello, and thank you for being here. Thank you for being here from New York.
Pleasure, mine. Always my pleasure.
We miss you here in Israel, that's for sure. Let's talk about the book. This is, the book is nothing new, but it really, in a way, if you think about it, was foreshadowing. It's called Sons of Abraham, a candid conversation about the issues that divide and unite Jews and Muslims. So how do you explain where we are already 12 years later?
Well, this is the seminal text today in Muslim-Jewish relations. And in addition to it having been translated into Azerbaijani, at the directive of President Widodo of Indonesia, have been translated into Indonesian. At the directive of the ruler of the UAE, Mohammed bin Zayed, it was translated both into Arabic and into Hebrew from the UAE. It was translated into French by the King of Morocco, Mohammed VI, so that this publication, the first one ever written and co-authored by both a rabbi and an imam, Imam Shamsi Ali, who's the chief imam here in New York, really has a global reach today, and I believe has greatly expanded people's horizons and has enlarged their interests in the field of Muslim-Jewish relations.
Well, and we know, like we've talked about, obviously, the Sons of Abraham. I mean, do you think helping by going back in history and looking how that connection was formed can help in the wake of what we're going through, whether it's now or, once the war ends and people may be more open to having dialogue? How could this pave the way for future dialogue?
Emily, there are no two other faiths in the world that have more in common than Judaism and Islam. I often express this commonality as our common faith and our common fate, and how our single destiny must strengthen our bonds of concern, compassion, caring for each other. Historically, Islam and Judaism, or really Judaism and Islam. Judaism is the mother religion of the three Abrahamic faiths. We enjoyed this commonality. It's only in recent times, due to political differences, that we have seen this conflict. But I'm buoyantly optimistic that once the conflict subsides, and in particular, once we can arrive at a normalization between Israel and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, that we will see this conflict turn into one of cooperation. Saudi Arabia is not only the political answer for the conflict in the region, but let's remember that the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is the spiritual center of Islam. It is the custodian of the two great mosques in Mecca and Medina. Imagine if the spiritual center of Islam would normalize relations with the spiritual center of Judaism, how that would resonate. Wow. How that would reverberate throughout the Muslim world.
Right. Now let's talk about Azerbaijan. And we've done a lot of stories on this. Surprisingly, again, a lot of people in the U.S. not really aware of the history specifically in Azerbaijan, but there is ancient history of coexistence. Even now, we know about the textbooks. They're doing a lot is making sure that Jewish education is taught to young people. So tell us why the Azerbaijani people also approaching you and translating it. How will that fit in to what they're doing today in education there?
Listen, I enjoy a very unique and singular relationship not only with the people of Azerbaijan, but with the president of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, who I'm with frequently in Baku, at least once or twice a year. And I've often said that among the 57 Muslim nations in the world, when it comes to support and solidarity with the state of Israel, Azerbaijan is number one. Azerbaijan, first and foremost, has become the beacon of interreligious, intercultural cooperation and coexistence in the Muslim world. Azerbaijan, number two, reveres its indigenous Jewish communities, Jewish population, that people estimate number between 25 up to 35,000 Jews that live in Azerbaijan. And number three, as I mentioned before, Israel has no greater friend, no greater ally in the Muslim world than Azerbaijan. It is for these three reasons that Azerbaijan enjoys a certain preeminence in the global Jewish world. And Azerbaijan, it's remarkable. We speak about the exponential growth of anti-Semitism throughout the world. There is no anti-Semitism in Azerbaijan.
Wow.
Coexistence, interreligious cooperation, harmony, it's just part of that social fabric. It is the second oldest Jewish community in the world, more than 2,500 years old.
Incredible. All right. Thank you so much, Rabbi Marc Schneier. Much appreciated. I wish I could be with you in the Hamptons, but not this summer.
Emily, we have many, many more summers to go.
Yes.
Can't wait to see you again.
Me too. Thank you.